Okay, it's been kind of today was kind of like this all day long, and then it was like this, then it was like this, then it was like this, and then 15 minutes before the show starts, it was like So trying to get that cleaned up. Had layaway pulls today. What's up, Jim? We had people come in with some stuff for. Got some amazing sideshow collectibles, Star Wars stuff in today. Got a Cad Bane and a Darth Vader, or excuse me, Cad Bane, a Boba Fett, and I can't remember the other one. Got the Whatnot store loaded, even though that gave me some real fits. Um, TikTok just got here, so she's here. Yeah, Mick, I messaged you about one of them. We had just a lot of stuff going on. A bunch of Lego sets ended up there. Joe, I will get them if Entertainment Earth distributes them. So today's been crazy in the political world. I'm a politics junkie, so I've been following that too. So just a lot of cool stuff happening today. We were very busy. Some neat kids were just in here, so I was trying to spend a little extra time with them before the sale. Apparently, they were at a vintage toy store. They're actually up visiting from Mississippi. They were in a vintage toy store, and the staff in there were kind of rude to them. And so the kid was like nervous to come in here. And they're related to some of our local regulars who are like, no, the people there are cool. So you know exactly what happens whenever somebody says, like my 10-year-old was really nervous to come in here because the staff at the other place were rude. You know that I took my opportunity to act crazy to them as a joke. Me and his cousin kind of worked it out. So I think so, Mick, but I don't think that's news. So he was walking out, he was going to the car to get his money, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like the kid, where are you going? And he stops and he was like, like that. And oh my gosh, his parents thought that was hilarious. But obviously told him I was teasing him. But we're very particular about our rules in here. We have high expectations for people to behave. But it's a toy store, so it's a collectible store. We try to have a good time and want kids to have a good time in here too. So, and they were great. They were fantastic. They were great. So, I was glad they made it in. Today, I've got bad news for Wayner. We sold that Mojo that he's been talking about forever, or as Wayner called it, pasties. We sold the pasties. We have been kind of playing catch up all day long. So I got to open something up real quick and see. Did uh, did M leave?
Yeah.
Not even so much as a buy. Where's Big Shifter at?
What you left?
I told her I made this effing label, and guess what? She packed it inside the box. I knew it. You know what happens when you're right all the time? You get really cocky about being right, even when you maybe shouldn't be. But if these gals that could work here could get one thing right in a single argument with me at any point, I would actually have a stroke. So
Wow, you are spicy today.
congratulations on the fingering, Doc. He has all of his fingers after the weekend. What's up, Max? How's it going, bud? Mick, we got some sideshow stuff. Yeah, we didn't really pick up much this weekend. We had a great time. So let's get the rest of this monster out of the way and let's do some stuff. She swore up and down to me this wasn't here. I really hope she's still here because I want to rub this in so bad. All right, guys, we're here. We're here. Anybody want a vintage couple of Lego sets that are all? This one's almost complete, but
Someone asked me if we had like rare vintage Lego sets.
this one was glued together. Very, very rare. So we actually have some vintage rarities. We're working on. I've got a UCS Y wing over there. If you're interested in something, the first thing you should do is go to our Whatnot store, type in what you're looking for. I like my energy too, D Bash. Wait till the crash, bro. It's gonna be epic. All right. So if you're looking for SHF figure arts, feel free to go in and type that into our buy now store. We have lots of spawn. Your wife is sitting in therapy next week. Not soon enough, Mick. It's about 43 years too late, though. There's nothing in the world that sounds better than tasing adult Pokebros. Got any Pyro or Havoc? Go type those into our Buy It Now store and see what we got. We may not. Zelda Links. I don't know what that is. I have a Zelda Link little Lego figure. No classified in the shop. We have at least 600 classified in the shop. I just typed in classified in our shop, and there are 132 listings with close to 1,000 items. Yeah, we're headed over to the spawn right now. Can I see your sound wave? It's in the shop. It is literally the exact same one on moving camera as it is on still camera photo. No Mythic Legions right now. What's up, Churchman? Yeah, just go to the shop and look at the pictures, bro. That is the best way to see what the item looks like that we have. I promise you'll be happy. Okay. Guys, I know I have a lot of comments coming through, so I apologize if I haven't gotten back to you. I'm working on it right now where I'm getting my promotion stuff out. So give me a second when we make this work. Okay, start promotion. We got it. Spread loves. I don't know how to say this in any plainer English. The item you're asking about has a description and pictures in the store. If you saw it in the store and you can read the description, it will give you all that information. It's right there in the listing. Max, I don't need your money. I need your love. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm trying to save you some time and clearly save me some trouble. Spawn, that's what I was over here for. Awesome, Cloud High. Thank you. Look at the man uses the system. The system works, and everyone is joyous and celebrates. Here's our Spawn collection. By the way, you can also type Spawn into the Buy It Now store, and it will pull up an overwhelming majority of these. You may remember that we had over 4,570 items in our Buy It Now store at our sale Friday night, and we have 4,495 after a full day of Triple H listing. That is because we sold so many items in our online store this weekend that we ran out of them. By the way, guys, if you're not into these Zodiac figures, you are missing out. These things are sick. Awesome, Max. Is that a talking? It is a talking Zerg. It's the one that like rolls around. It's got wheels on the bottom. The wheels on the butt go round and round. What's up, Danny boy? I see you sneaking in. You get carded at the door here. I know Shannon says hi. She just got off the phone with me. You, you must have watched the wrong Zodiac movie, Doc. We have sold so many free. We are making so many Lego sets a day, and then we are selling so many Lego sets a day. I'm loving the turnaround, but man, we cannot keep up with the Lego demand, and I'm loving it. People here are working their tails off to make it get done. Loving the extra effort. Awesome. Yeah, we've actually got a whole stash of good vendors this weekend. Hey Mick, do you know what's up, Blitz? Do you know what day Ruger is supposed to be here? He told me, but in typical me fashion, I have totally forgot. These are Creo. Ruger will be here tomorrow. That would be awesome.
I feel like I heard you say Tuesday.
Friday? That's right before the show. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't have a classified Ripper.
Oh, maybe is he driving? So maybe he's leaving his home tomorrow.
He's driving from Baltimore. Technically from Solnick, which is very close to, or not Solnick. Um. Oh gosh, I can't think of it. Sean Massey, I see you sneaking in. Leaving at 2 in the morning. Any big rubber guys wrestling things? I like the way you put that, bro. Not at this time, um, but I dig the description. I've never heard of big rubber guys. I've heard of LJNs, but I've never heard of big rubber guys. Any rare Transformers? Did you go type anything in our Buy It Now store to see? Because we have lots of Transformers in our Whatnot store. I'm just walking around the shop showing things off right now. We have a lot of Transformers. Very proud of our Lego work too. Just completed the Power Master Prime. Haven't had one of those completed in a while. The same as LJN, just made for grown-ups. I'm completely unfamiliar, Scotty. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. So here's my G1 Transformer, G1 and G2 Transformers. I've got a few things in here that are cool. There's a pretty Omega Supreme. Katana down. More Transformers, more Transformers. I've got a HasLab Lio Kaiser right here. Still sealed. What do they say? All tears. Isn't that the thing? Have you ever been hit with an LJN? Ain't no way that's for a kid. They're designed to be weapons. Danny, it's funny. You missed a lot of sales over the last year. A huge majority of my interaction on this app is telling people to type things into the into the Buy It Now store. It is a lot. King Kong Bundy is will kill you. Somebody put me in a group chat with some, like, they live on the other side of the country, and said, "Hey, I got a buddy looking for this guy right here in box." Okay, that's Black Zarak is his name. So I was in the group chat. I'm like, I don't have one in box, but I've got this loose one. Oh, okay, I'm just looking for one in box. And I guess they're like 220 or 240 or something in box. And then they messaged me back in that group chat and said, "Well, can you send me a picture of the loose one?" So I sent them a picture of the loose one, and I said it's complete. So then I got a message that said, "Does it have its weapon?" Well, it has its weapon. It's complete. The weapon's in the lower. Anyway, got some more messages. Well, what do you want to get out of it? And I said, "We've got $180 on it." Well, I've got a guy who's about 3 hours away who said he'd do one for 160. Okay, well, if 6 hours of your life and a round trip is not worth $20, that's a $3 an hour evaluation you're giving yourself as a human, which, by the way, sucks. Give yourself a little more credit than that. But ours is 180 and available right now. We'll get it shipped out. We can get it shipped today. And he messaged a few more times. I never heard back from him again. So Black Zarak still up for sale. It is a goodly piece. Can I see your sand? I don't even know what sand trooper foil means. So we had a question about Transformers. I'm showing off the Transformers. We have a little bit of Dragon Ball Z stuff. USA versus Belgium. Is it starting now? Is that what I noticed on my phone? Dropped some money on Team Belgium. Not because I hate the US, but because I think they're going to have an axe to grind with the whole red card nonsense. Here we go. Here's Dragon D. Whatever Danny just said. Uh, Dragon Ball Z guys are starting to become like wrestling guys. If they're not $3 or less, um, they're not paying for it. So
There's no reason to keep the cardboard, is there?
other than, is it still in its original packaging? I mean, probably not. Oh no, that's good. This is the best U.S. World's men's soccer team we've ever had in history, in my opinion. So, I'm glad to see us doing well, but there's a whole nonsensical bit of this whole red card thing is going to be kind of a stain, I think. Yeah, this is what I have. Or you can literally type those higher end items in our Buy It Now store and see what we've got in there. 2014 was good. Isn't that the Howard team? Wayner, guess what we sold today? The pasty. He's gone. He was there. Now he is gone. I have not listened to a. I'm not going to watch a game, but I have no problem checking the box score when I'm betting on it, Danny. I know, Mick. Those are Wayner's favorite. I'm going to see what Marvel guy. Yeah, Bane. If you found him on our Buy It Now store, then you're going to have pictures of it. You can look at it right there if you want to. That's what those pictures are on there for. Yeah, he found it in this. This is Danny. This is probably the thing that drives me the craziest, as far as like I don't understand. People find things with the description on the store, so there's pictures of it, multiple pictures of everything, and the description. Then they ask me about the item that's in the store, and then ask me questions that are all answered in the description on the store, and then they want to see it. Which I've tried to explain to people. This moving thing is the same thing as a picture, but multiple pictures put together and made to go fast together. So it's the same thing. I don't know why they also want to see it. Do I have accessories? I don't know, Brandon Koss. that is a that is a great question. Do you have accessories? I don't even want to know what kind of accessories you would have been issued with. But I think that's between between you and I just don't understand why someone would say, "Hey, this item's in your store. I saw that there's a description, but I'm going to ask you questions about the description. And can you show me this is what I'm going to do? I'm going to hit the camera and put it right up next to it, which is the exact same thing as a photo that is in the Buy It Now store. Am I the only person that gets cracked up by that, or is this just one of those weird autistic things I struggle with?
You're definitely weird.
Are you bringing the boys down too, Danny? I'll put them to work. Are you going to try to set up or do anything? We've still got a little bit of space. We could squeeze you in. We had a couple get married in here today, and the gentleman was from. I won't give too much details, but they were super neat, and they came in and got married. And I mentioned in Spanish that my first wife was from Argentina, and the dude just busted up laughing. So we're gonna have about 50 to 55 tables, Mick. I think it always surprises people whenever I randomly speak Spanish out of the blue, which is one of my favorite things to do. We also had we were talking about somebody was arguing with the Shira, the new girl that works here on one of the political campaign things that she's working on, and I told her that was in a legislatio ad absurdum argument, and so just ignore it. And she turned around, she goes, "You know Latin?" Just I know I look like a fat dummy, and mostly I am, but occasionally I say something smart. I didn't realize we sold this much. We've actually got like gaps in our shelving. We need to pick up the pace. I accept that I'm. Oh my gosh, this thing is awesome. How is this not sold yet? I accept that I'm a big fat dummy. I didn't even know we had that. The problem is I keep buying stuff and I buy so much stuff and then I get so involved in the stuff that I do that I forget what I've got. And so people will ask me if I have something. I'm like, no. And then the employees here are like, no, we do have that. Okay, I just looked at all the Transformers in your shop tab. All right. Congratulations. It is. I actually have this Doom statue out of package in my own personal collection. I really like it. There we go. I'm gonna run that Doom as a flash sale for you. He's at 131, no 175. We're running it at 131 today. So usually people drive me crazy on eBay. Today we had a guy message us about some stuff. A message us about a specific listing on eBay, which was any Thundercats, WWF, Hasbro's. We have some Thundercats stuff. And we didn't come to like an agreement. Whatever it was, he was like he was not happy with the outcome. But that wasn't like insulting or whatever. It was just like whatever, not interested. Well, we sent out so every once in a while we'll send out offers on some of our stuff, and it's for Adrian. Go to our Buy It Now store and type that in and see what we got. And so an offer which automatically generates anybody who's made offers or showed interest before. So he gets a message from us, and I forgot even who the dude was, and his response back to us was just really question mark question mark. And I was reading through it. I'm like, that guy could have been a jerk, and he wasn't. It was pretty funny. His response was, "I can't believe you guys sent me an offer on this after we already agreed I wouldn't something something." But anyway, every once in a while, somebody's pretty fun and funny on eBay. It's not always awful. X-Men McFarlane said, "Unfortunately, I'm unfamiliar with that." We TikTok is actually going through all of our Ghostbusters now and putting more accessories with them and listing them online and doing some other things. So we're getting those lined out. We got this sweet mask stuff right here as well. Don't quite know what to do with it. Hmm. So how was everybody's fourth? Did you type Jean Grey into our Buy It Now store? Doesn't look like we have any Jean Grey right now. It was very, very hot here, but then it cooled down in the evening. We actually went to a festival in a town about an hour or so away from us and just kind of got away and ate a bunch of bad food and, the stuff. Wayner, I was so sad when Mojo sold earlier today. I was literally telling the customer about you that I was going to have to tell you that we sold your favorite figure in the store. So when you got here, I was ready to tell you. I'm so sorry for your loss, sir. We have made tremendous progress in getting through a bunch of these Lego sets. I don't know what that means, Parrot Guy. Oh, we just got the shipping notification. We got a raid. Why not swipe finds? Thanks, dude. Anytime you see something in our store and you want to make an offer, you are more than welcome to make an offer. We reserve the right to make fun of you if the offer is dumb. Do you know how people are like, it never hurts to ask? Oh, it sometimes does, in fact, hurt to ask. We started selling these things like crazy, these little Pokemon things. Bought cases of them. Started going through. Sal's been going through the comics. Red Transformers is $20 the best on them. I need Bumblebee and Optimus. I don't type Mafex into our buy parent guy. You can go in and make an offer on anything you want. But just remember, a $20 item does not exactly have a large margin, so it's not like we're making a killing on that. Good. Supernatural 909. I don't know who you are, but I hope you're talking about the Supernatural TV show. My daughter and I are totally, totally super huge crazy fans. She is a Dean fan. I'm a Sam guy, so she wants us to get a sigil tattoo, like us the matching sigil tattoos. We watch Super. It's one of the few shows that I've watched more than once. It is one of the best TV shows out there. I love watching it too. Like I sit at home tonight. I sit at home at night and go through Lego sets that I build for the store, and we'll have Supernatural or Star. I just finished Stargate again. Forgot how much I love that show, but I let it roll through the background as I'm doing stuff, and I'm getting ready to watch Supernatural again too. Gosh, I love that show. What happened to the Spawn guy? A lot of questions about Spawn. No spawning happened. Hey Ross, any TMNT vehicles? Yes, yes, we do have some TMNT vehicles. What are you looking for? Mick, I came to a really interesting realization about DS9 this week that we'll have to chat about. That it was kind of eye opening for me. I talked about it with one of my buddies who definitely agrees with me. So I want to see what you have to say about it. Ant DC Bath, did you type that into our Buy It Now store? We loved Enterprise. Me and my kids watched it all together. We've got a little bit of TMNT stuff here, as you can see. This is a fun turtle. Dude, DS9 is my favorite Star Trek. He's my favorite captain. Loved him. Hello, Franco. Or should I say bonjour? There is wrestling in our Buy It Now store. We don't have a complete, the sewer layer is not complete, Dirty Money. Or I need to get a drink. You're talking about the big one that looks like a castle? Yeah, DS9 has been my favorite Star Trek for 20 years. I loved the whole concept of like Jadzia Dax. Yeah, I can go back and do a scan of loose Marvel here in a second. We'll go look at this. I also love that Cisco punched the Prophet right just square in the mouth. Like, we don't care if you're a god in this universe. Oh, I loved it. This guy right here, not complete, but it has so much of it there. It is a big boy as well. This thing is $80. I don't know what's missing. Here, I'll put the phone inside of there. It's such a neat playset. To your left. Oh, this thing is missing a lot. This is not close to. I mean, um this is $50 incomplete. It's missing a bunch of pieces. Also dusty. Jadzia was delightful. Who I think I actually really like John Q. Delancey. One of the things I also enjoy from like Stargate, especially from the shows that were on like sci-fi in that era, how many actors crossed over? Like there was tons of X Files people on Stargate. There was tons of Star Trek people on Stargate. I just thought they did such a good job of bringing it all together. The least I would take for it is $60. Any of our Skylanders that we have for sale is on our Buy It Now store. You can just type Skylanders in there. I don't remember that episode, Mick, but the scene where what is it? Orville is a ton of fun. Yes, I love it. Do you have a complete vintage shredder? I don't think so, Ramon. Chess is hard. No, it's you don't have to apologize for the question. I don't know what Skylanders we have, but the people who list our stuff online, if you go to our Buy It Now store and type in Skylander, it will pull all of them up. Shut up, Doc. This is why you have no friends. We do not have a complete vintage set of turtles right now. We sell turtles way too fast to keep the complete vintage set together. I know, but I'm making fun of Doc for saying that was his favorite episode. now I now I know you need now I know you're bullshitting. Shut up. My favorite claim to fame in Star Trek was I had a huge crush on Denise Crosby. Like 1990, I'm 13 years old. I turned 13 that year. Denise Crosby, huge first, like actress crush as I was, getting grown. Totally loved her. And then they killed her off. And oh God, I was so upset about that. But at a toy show in Oklahoma a couple of years ago, she was there signing autographs, and I told her that story, and she was like, "You were just the sweetest," and she gave me a kiss on the cheek. I got a picture of Denise Crosby kissing me on the cheek. How much the Carter Beast Man? It is 175, sir. That is vintage. That's the thing I don't get. Somebody asks me for something, I tell them to check out the Buy It Now store for it, and then they're upset that I tell them that. I'm not doing it to be a jerk. I'm doing it because it will save you time. I don't know what we have of a lot of things. I'm trying to help you all out. Well, I'm sorry I asked. What? We do have NECA Gargoyle also in our Buy It Now store if you want to check those out. Someone just says Ghostbusters out loud. We actually have a lot of Ghostbusters right now. Yeah, like how I have no idea what Skylanders we have. That is why I literally just said go type it into the store. And, like, why does that bother people? No, Mick. Sean Bean went way past that with Doc. The love that dare not speak its name. I need to get that sword set moved out in front of the mask. I don't like them blocking that off. And then we've got a whole case of Ghostbusters. How is that muted, Wayner? Freaking Nog got muted. That's so weird. No, guy on YouTube, this is not pre-recorded. We're live right now, but we're live on Whatnot. Yeah, I think that he must have got shipped off. Oh, Carl, he's been sent to the front lines. I think if I move all the swords from over here to all the way down there, it will make it a little bit easier to have the swords, and we can use these counters for things. Extreme Ghostbusters. Okay, Ghost. How did I know when a dude comes in and says one word, he's not going to be around to answer any questions when I have them? There's some usual. Okay, somebody asked me to show them off something earlier, and I completely got sidetracked. So I'm gonna go back and check my messages. Woo! Somebody looked at our buy it now store and bought it now. Gargoyles. There we go. Loose marble. That's what it was. What was those? Those are 3-0 12-inch. These have you not ever seen these before, Mick? These are freaking amazing. It's a Firefly, and I've got the Snake Eyes too, and a Storm Shadow. The 3-0 makes like high end stuff. These are awesome. This Snake Eyes, I think, looks pretty sick. Loose Marvel. What particular Loose Marvel are you looking for, brother man? Can I see the Transformer? What? All right. You know, all of our Transformers are listed in our Buy It Now store, so you can type any Iron Fist, Luke Cage. I have a really nice Taskmaster, also in our Buy It Now store, by the way. You could pull that up any second and take a look at it. I love this Taskmaster. And Iron Fist, he is not. He's missing his alt hands. And I don't believe I have a Luke Cage. They don't really make enough Luke Cage action figures. I never get them in. Can I see that bullseye? Why don't if you type bullseye into our Buy It Now store, it'll pull up pictures of what we've got too. Okay, green. I don't have any Green Goblin over here that I'm aware of, but again, if we did, he'd be in our Buy It Now store. So if you typed him in, it would be easy to see. Bullseye, bullseye. It was hard for me to find things on this wall. The glare is really complicated from this angle for me. So here we go. There's the bullseye. Oh, God. We had a lot of new followers. Any Spider-Man No Way Home? Did you check our Buy It Now store? Same thing on the Patch Wolverine. Make sure you check our Buy It Now store. Okay. That Kingpin is pretty sick. Not gonna lie. We're getting there. I do not have Black Noir from the boys. Love that side storyline though. Great freaking show. I don't think so, Chad. The Annihilator. Are you running a action? I think you mean auction. No, we just do claim sales in here. Marvel Legends Storm. I don't think we have any Storm right now.
Hey.
Yeah.
Your daughter wants to know if Emily can stay the night.
Yeah.
He said yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any Storm right now. I didn't realize we had this many gaps over here.
Heck yeah. All right, see you later.
Looking forward to the next version of the boys. I loved it. Devil Wing Toys. I don't know if you sell or not on whatnot, but I I ask people to do that about 600 times a night. It's like they're super okay typing it into the chat, but the thought of typing it into the search engine in the store causes people to have a stroke. I don't know why. Hmm. We don't have a 65-inch TV right now. I think the biggest one we've got is 46.
Well, this is broken.
Devil's Wings, it will continue to happen. It's dozens and dozens and dozens of times every single sale. Now, I've had this query. You know, I've talked. See all the Skylanders. When the person came in and asked about the Skylanders, I told them to check the store. It's because I don't know what we have, but they're all listed online. And then to get bothered that I asked you to check the store, That was for your benefit. You clearly wanted a Skylander. But the amount of people that bothers just, I don't understand. Now, I've talked to people and said, hey, is this not something other sellers do? There's 4,500 items in our Buy It Now store, and those are just listings. We have multiples of a bunch of them. There's really, really, really close to 10,000 items in our Buy It Now store. So it behooves me to encourage people to go check it out. Rub Dub, I showed you the bullseye though. You asked me to show it to you, so I show it to you. So I don't know what you want me to do now. Sean O'Con, I actually knocked out some pretty sweet Lego sets today, bro. No, not everything is in the store, but I am aware that we actually have a color coded system on the stickers, so I know when to tell people to go check the store or not. So that's why whenever somebody asks me about something and I tell them to go check the store, and they're like, I already checked the store, and I'm like, oh, let me show it to you. Or why, when they ask me to show them something and I tell them to go check the store, and then I realize, oh, I'm right here, I could show it to you, which is why I showed this to you. And then I never heard another thing back from you. So, really, which one of us is the lazy one in our relationship? I haven't yet, Mick. This guy just went in. I don't know what that means, but I'm here if it means anything involving donuts or pizza. Toys with the boys. All right. I talk a lot, toys. So yeah, oftentimes I repeat myself when I don't need to and talk about a bunch of shit that nobody actually cares about. That's kind of what I'm known for. What's up, Z-Bar? Dude, I'm craving donuts so bad right now, but not any of those crappy gas station ones. I want the high quality custom ones from Hertz Donuts. Okay. We haven't yet, Mick, because God, my daughter, somebody the other day recommended how cute the Legally Blonde movies were. So my daughter instantly made me watch both Legally Blonde movies with her. And now we're painstakingly watching this show. So I can go back to regular programming when she's awake as soon as we're done with this damn show. We don't have any Steels toys. All of our stuff is overpriced and broken. Casey's does make decent donuts. We do have some Power Ranger stuff. We went to the theater and watched Project Hail Mary. She freaking loved it. I still don't have Black Noir from the boys, Silly Willy. You asked me about 3 minutes ago, and I indicated at that time I did not have it. And in the ensuing 3 minutes, I have not procured it. But I appreciate you for checking. Let's see. I just added this set here, 100% complete. Sean, I know you love your older retired sets. Gravois. Yeah, being up at Loto this time of the year is amazing. It is actually a pretty awesome party destination, and we will be here on Wednesday. Christopher Siniceros, you can type any of those words into our Buy It Now store, and it will bring up all the ones we have. Here's our Power Rangers, by the way. Power Rangers guy. Green Ranger is, in fact, a thing. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 of them over here. No, I don't, Sean. How much the Mighty Morphin? Oh, God. This is why I don't try to sell things to Power Rangers fans. It turns into awful. The Mighty Morphin Green, which is this. Have a good night, Devil. How much the Mighty Morphine? Mighty Morphine is going to get me and you both in trouble, buddy. Yeah, Rick, I'm not 100% sure we're going to make a love connection tonight, so why don't you message and one of my employees will get back with you and try to decipher what it is exactly you're asking for, and we'll see what we can do later. Because tonight I'm going to end up with an aneurysm. What's up, Tucker Ross? We have a little bit of X-Men 97. I got the Sentinels. Those are badass. The ones in the box. Toys with the boys. I get that a lot. These Sentinels. Also, the exact ones in the Buy It Now store. Yeah, we don't take our jobs very seriously here.
Well, you don't.
Part of it is I'm just not very good at this job. So I've been every day someone tells me that I'm going to run out of business soon with my attitude, and I am now my 17th year, and I'm still waiting for the day. Listen, toys, you don't want her on the phone. Ask Wayner. Give you a customer reference. Tonight I'm working with TikTok. I'll be back with Sal on Wednesday. Shira will probably be on one night this week. Big Shifter has officially retired from online sales, and Triple H doesn't want to have anything to do with any of you effing weirdos. So, and Miss Carrie, she would be around all the time if I let her. I'm searching for rare toy movie collectibles from. Mark, did you just have a stroke? DC. We had toys. We had that huge, beautiful Ghost Rider, like the massive one, and we just sold it a couple of days ago. Let's see. DC Big Cheeseburger. We have a lot of DC stuff, and a lot of it's in our store. Feel free to check for it. What is going on here? A whole case of D&D nonsense. Ashley's a trick name. Are you a boy or a girl? Actually, I don't care. How much money do you have? That's what I want to know. And how bad is your toy addiction, Ashley? If you're a boy or a girl, it doesn't matter. Just say you're a girl, and one of the guys here will buy you something. Look at this giant tub of graded comics that I don't know where to put. So they just sit there. I'm not here trying to sell toys. I'm trying to here on here trying to build clout. Jeez.
Post game yelled useless opinions at the TV. It's a lot. So I knew that when it comes to screening for colon cancer, the choice was clear. Cologuard Plus test. It can be used at home and can only take 50.
Dude, the Raiders just traded Max Crosby to the Cowboys. Am I catching that right? Can I see your? I've already showed Marvel Legends 3 times. If you couldn't get off work early enough to show it when we wanted to, too bad, sucker. I've actually had the sail barge a couple of times. I'm headed to the Marvel right now, by the way. I've had the sail barge a couple of times. You got FIFA? Probably. Yes. Clout chasing, is that a thing? I don't think you can be as ugly as I am in clout chase. I don't think that's possible. Not sure. I didn't see your response, Ashley. Mostly I go into these fits of rage. It's like a psychogenic fugue where I start ranting and then I can't read. Mind you, he said it, and I don't know what that means, but here I am. Let's see. You got Sinestro. I don't have a Sinestro right now, I don't think. I'll go check. You could also type Sinestro into our Buy It Now store and kind of see if we have some. Dude, Ashley's husband, say you're a girl. Some guy will buy you a toy. I gave you the information that would help you. That's right, Wayner. Psychogenic fugue. Hey, did you catch all my loose marble? They're all over here. Did you see those? Any of those you want that you can see right now? Let me know. There you go. Sweet girl loves G.I. Joe. Who's hooking her up? I'm looking to see. I thought I had a Sinestro over here, but I can't remember if I do or not. So I'm checking it out and seeing what's up. Sneaky sneak. It's a boy, Clark. I don't know who that is. Welcome. I am stacked. Oh, you're talking about the toys. I thought you were talking about, well, you know. You hear that, Ashley? Still playing girl, right? Shut up, Wayner. They all have a sob story, Doc. They all do. How much for the black manta? You know that's real racist. What if he's just manta? Really? Do you got to do that nonsense? Me too, Ashley. Me too. Well, I don't even know which one of these is the black manta. He's here somewhere. Let me see if I can find him in my buy it now store, which is this thing where we list things so that way I don't have to figure out where things are. Black manta. Ooh, it's $24. That is a good price for that, in my opinion. This is a good looking piece. I love it. It is now pinned. There you go, Jim. Get on that train, buddy. And I've met Jim and his wife, so I know he's not just making her up like this quote unquote Ashley girl over here. You got loose one also. Maybe Tucker, I don't know. If I have a loose one in the store, go freaking buy it there. It's so easy. Strecco, I got a news flash from my Google News app or whatever. So I was hoping they were talking about I pulled it down to read it for a second, which is why it sounded like I stalled. I Mitch McConnell, you guys were in the middle of a sale and I stopped moving and stopped talking. But and it said it's a trade pitch. So do I have a loose one, Tucker? I don't know. I know your real name's not Tucker, but that is what I branded you the first sale, and that's what we're calling. Listen, I don't care what your birth name is. Around here, you're Tucker, sir. I got $100 on Belgium. Once again, not because I have a desire to see the U.S. lose, but because I think Belgium's going to be out there trying to prove a point. I hope so. I'm sitting on a mint of PlayStation discs. The World Cup's been a lot of fun this year. I'm not really a soccer fan, so I'm not going to be one of those guys speaking expertly on it. Don't know much about soccer. Blast her box. I don't know what to tell you. This is a family show. I don't. I don't know. Do you have a Luke Skywalker Black Series with Black Cloak? Did you? Good Lord, that is a lot of requests for that. Did you? Store is located in Bolivar, Missouri, 2 hours south of Kansas City. Type Luke Skywalker into our Buy It Now store. It will bring up all the Luke Skywalkers I got. Blast her. I don't know. But yeah, there's definitely dudes in here that would buy you toys, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what you guys are trying to pull. Yeah, that's not that was not that wasn't originated by me. I'm not the one that came up with that. Hey, there's somebody on here that'll trade feet picks for toys, Wayner. Blast her box apparently is into feet picks. Wayner loves feet picks. So he's the guy. He's the guy. I know this because Wayner wants feet picks from me too. So I'm not opposed to letting him see my tootsies. Hopefully, Mick. It just depends on how things. We're really kind of overly behind right now. Why is this thing right here and right here? It's the exact same set. We are located in Bolivar, Missouri, Michael 06027. Think I made a love connection between Wayner and the other person. I can't remember your name already. There you go. I'm just, I'm here to promote love and relationships and fun. So you guys chat amongst yourselves. We'll let you figure it out. There you go, Wayner. His and her DMs are open, all yours. You're welcome, sir. I'm over here in the Black Series section now, trying to see what we got over here. There's a lot of Black Series. We're being goofy for those of you guys who take this seriously and report me in every one of my sales. We really don't say anything serious. We mostly just goof around. So thank you all. I have been reported multiple times on Whatnot for, quote, bullying and harassment. All figures are not in the buy it now. I'm trying to show the best way to indicate it is if they have a neon colored sticker, they're not in the buy it now. That's why I'm going through. There are 4,500 items in the buy it now, though. So, what are you looking for, Sir Spudsworth? Hey, don't let Wayner fool you. He's not. He's not. He may be claiming exit only, but we all know that's not true. We've all seen his college day videos. Strucko, I actually get a lot of grief. I haven't gotten a lot of grief on Whatnot in a while, but I used to get a bunch. All right, so we'll start with this Darth Vader because he's a Sith. There's another Darth Vader, also a Sith. A girl wants some free gigs. I think the guys also want the free gigs. So be careful what you ask for. That was the half mask, Sir Spudsworth. Yes. I've also got. Oh, there we go. There's a cool figure, all dressed in black. That's a bad guy, right? Black dressed in black. Well, this one right here is $30. Still sealed. Let's see what else we got for Sith. We got a Kylo Ren down here. We go live on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm looking for very specific items. Okay, here's the specific items. Okay, how much is it? Here's how much it is. Okay, you'll be live on Wednesday? How does that happen to me every time? Wayner, here's that Snake Eyes from the 3-0 line. It's so hard to see because this plastic is stupid, but he's pretty cool. Payday! You can also buy from our Buy It Now store anytime. You can show up and buy. No, we don't keep 80s Joes in our Buy It Now. So somebody on YouTube was asking. All of our vintage GI Joes are available by message or through live video. Star Wars Hot Wheels. I don't even know what a Star Wars Hot Wheels Select is. Greg, if you want it, you can also go to our website at toysrross.com and find us there. You can message us. Come find us on Facebook at Toys R Ross LLC, and we can show you what we got. I'm actually going over our vintage Joes right now. Been all over the store today, but I have not been on a whole bunch of. I've not looked at Joe's pretty much yet, so we have more Joe's than anything else. Followed closely by Star Wars, followed closely by Lego sets. But we have lots of Joe stuff, as you can see. And this is all Star Wars. If there's something that you're interested in that we have or may not have, and I don't get to it in the sale, or I make fun of you for asking because that's kind of what we do, feel free to message us on here. One of my employees will get back with you. There are 5 of us that manage the online e-commerce accounts. So one of them, I didn't, Mick. We've been really short-handed. I have a post-it note on my desk that says Mick Phantom. So I know to get it, but I haven't got it down yet. Getting up on a ladder is not real easy for me with the condition of my neck. So with Sal gone and Big Shifter working on the rental properties with the maintenance crew, we've been stretched a little thin up here. You come get it. You don't have a problem getting on the ladder. I do. Picked up some new DC, some new McFarlane today. Thanks, Greg. Appreciate your watch. Just sold an armor bot this week from a guy that watches us on Whatnot who drove here from Colorado. Good night, Jim. I really thought I had a Sinestro here. These came in today, sir. Oh, yeah, I've got some more stuff over here. Anybody looking for a classified claw? I don't get those in very often. Just got these today. These Sideshow dudes, love them. Mando, the Cad Bane is awesome. And Boba Fett. The Cad Bane and the Boba Fett are still sealed. $240. We've got $290 on it, but if you're offering me $240, I would accept it because it's you, sir. I don't want anybody else to see that nonsense and start asking me for money off of things because that's not who I am as a person. Well, I'm willing to do $240. Pull another Mitch McConnell. I'm just like breathing heavy and staring off into space. Yeah, no problem, man. You send me $5 and I promise you I'll ship it. Don't you worry. This is kind of a neat thing. It's third party, obviously. Third party KO, sorry. Yeah, if you're looking for vintage GI Joe stuff, we have plenty, but we are really struggling with getting vehicles up here from the basement, which is loaded down with vehicles. Part of it's because I've been so focused on Lego for so long that it's been very hard to pull myself back to GI Joe. I don't. Second person tonight asking me if I have big rubber guys. I do not. Um, I don't even know what those are. Greg, I hope you're still watching. I'm doing this for you. Hey, can you check the whatnot messages? We've got a request from somebody on there.
Yeah.
This is a really great figure. Look at what temperature control does to the white. Look at what being in a garage does to it. Look at the difference in that. Temperature controlled house, being in a garage. That white difference is neat. Somebody asked about X-Men 97 earlier. I don't get them in very often, but I got a Rogue. All right. What else are you boys looking for tonight? Because I am about ready to roll out of here. We've got our hour community service in. I've entertained some of you schmucks. Those are, in fact, classified. We have hundreds of classified in the store. We also have a lot of loose classified over there right now, too. HasLab Dragonfly, more classified. I need a Scarlet. Like this one? All right. It ain't easy being cheesy. Here we go. Box Scarlet. She is $22. If you want me to run it, I will run it. All right. Person disappears. Okay. We're gonna roll out. Let's go raid somebody. Let's go find somebody and bother them. Gonna go raid